I must say hello to everyone, and as a reminder, please press the subscribe button to show your appreciation to my channel. Thank you.
Trinity and how Christianity, debunking Christianity in 60 seconds. So Muhammad Hijab, he decided to do the same. And you know, it's very easy to debunk Christianity. I mean, come on. I did not watch it, so this is the first time I see it. So let us see what this video is about. And I have a credit for his channel and the info in case, you know, in case.
Assalamu alaikum, Brother Muhammad Hijab. Thank you for accepting our invitation. Today in this cross-examination concept, we'll ask some frequently asked questions about Christianity. We are not Christians, of course, but we convey their difficult questions so that the truth can come out. But be careful. This is not Speaker's Corner. We ask more serious and...
Don't make poo-poo. I mean, those are 3 hour Muslims. It's a pre-recording. You edit as much as you wish, and now look, but be careful. This is not Speaker Corner. Abdul, it's the opposite. In Speaker Corners, people are recording. Here, it's only you, potato. I mean, look at the deception and look at the silly. Be careful, huh? This is not Speaker Corner here. We will get you busted. All of you are Muslims. I mean, do you see the stupidity? From the beginning, they are... Is Sylvester Stallone coming? The guy whose gun never get empty? That is a nice action movie. Continue.
difficult questions. If you're ready, let's begin.
Yes.
Well, why you did not say to them what Ali Dawah said? Ali Dawah said to them, are you ready?
I'm ready.
Christians believe that Jesus is God, but Islam accepts him as a prophet. Is Jesus really mentioned in the Bible as God, or is he described as how Islam says about him?
So we don't believe that the Bible is authoritative. We believe that there are remnants of truth in it, but that has been corrupted and changed. We don't believe that the...
I mean, the video just started, and look, he started lying because the Quran says totally the opposite. Let us show you. We don't believe that the Quran, the Bible is authoritative, but isn't it this is your stupid Quran? I will just type one word, not even 3. Each time the word believe in, which means musaddiqan, it's about the Bible, that the Quran confirmed the Bible and believe in the Bible. So he just said, lying about his book, that we don't believe. And this is why Islam is very silly and very stupid. Muslims are a lying machine. They lie even about their books. They say, listen, lying about the Bible is not a problem because, I mean, this is Muhammad, what you expect. Muhammad, he could not find his name in the Bible. So, you know, this is, you know, okay. So now, isn't it, this is your stupid book? You can change the translation as you wish. Translation in front of me is funny and silly, but you can change, like this is Muhammad Hilali Muhammad Khan. Is the Quran confirming our book? A book between 2 brackets from Allah, Quran, confirming what is with them, namely the Torah and the Injil, the Gospel. I mean, the guy, he did not even start the video and he started making poo-poo. Do you remember this potato when he said to David Wood, not a single Jew believed that God have a son? And then we go in the Quran, we will find that the Quran says the Jews, all of them, the Jews. Do you see it? The Jews. I don't know. You know what I noticed? When you wear pink, you can do better. So we don't believe that the Bible is authoritative. When all those verses in the Quran saying it clearly that your stupid book, which is nothing but a contradiction, by the way, saying it clearly that this book confirming our book. Chapter 9, verse number 91. Do you see it? Confirming what already is with you in your possession. Not it used to be in the possession before. What is with you now? So what we will do with those verses in the Quran, we dump them? Yeah, we dump them. I mean, there's tons of pictures of Muslims dumping the Quran in the sewage. You can search it in Google. In chapter 2, verse number 97, even it says in Arabic, and this is Muhammad and Hijaban, she believed that he speak Arabic. Here it says, مصدقا لما بين يديه, believing in what is between his hands. What is that? The Torah and the Bible. Look at the false translation saying, whatever there still remains. Who is a Muslim can show me those words in Arabic? In Arabic it says, مصدقا لما بين يديه, believing in what is between his hands. What the translation say here? The remain. This is a translation made by someone. He is a fraud like Muhammad Hijab. We change the translator. This is Muhammad Cat. Let us see Hilali Khan. Confirming what came before it. Came before it, that's what it says. There's no between his hands now. No?
In his hands.
I mean, even Google get you busted, you potatoes. So in the Quran it says that Muhammad even have a hard copy of the Bible, which is with us and with him. How many verses in the Quran saying that? It's all over. Chapter 2, verse 101. Confirming what is in their possession. Here it says that they possess the truth of God, but they are not following. Look, they throw in their back. This is what the verse is saying. Do you see why we laugh at Islam and Muslims? Muslims, in order to make an argument, they are willing even to lie about what their book said. Like, we don't consider the Bible as an authority. So how Allah, he said to Muhammad, go to the Christians and ask them if you are a prophet or not. Isn't it this is your stupid book? Saying that Allah said to Muhammad, who have a doubt, he himself have a doubt. Have you ever heard of a prophet? He himself is the last one to believe he's a prophet. Chapter 10, verse number 94. If you are in doubt as to what we have revealed to you, ask those who read the book before you. Who? Read the interpretation, the Christians and the Jews. So how we have no authority, and yet Muhammad is God telling him, if you have a questions about the law, even about you being a prophet or not, go to those who have the authority of the book. So if the Christians at the time of Muhammad were corrupt, and Allah, he said to Muhammad, you have to go and ask the Christians. That means Islam is a stupid cult, because you don't ask the false to prove you truthful. Are you with me, guys? You don't go to someone who is a liar. They corrupt their books according to Muhammad Hijab. So if they are liars, I mean, first of all, Who in the world, why anyone want to corrupt his book? Give me a reason and how people will accept. Give me one reason. And how the Christian, they can corrupt the book when the Christians are around the world. Christianity spread everywhere from the beginning. Not like the Muslim, they say to you, oh, Christianity is the religion of the white man. In fact, Christianity spread right away immediately in Africa. The disciple of Jesus, one went to Egypt, and the faith is spread in Egypt and Ethiopia, and then it spread all over Africa. Other disciple, he went all the way to India. And don't tell me that Africa and India, they are white, blonde people. So how those people who they are disconnected, there's no email, there's no WhatsApp. That's it. The one who goes to India, God knows where he is. And they are poor people. They cannot send a letter. At that time, the ones who can send a letter is a king. So how come all the Christians around the world agree upon what they have? And this is 600 years after Jesus. The stupid Quran saying to Muhammad, if you have a doubt about what is revealed to you, go and ask the Christians. Look carefully what the verse is saying. What we have revealed to you. So if the Christians approve what is revealed to Muhammad, then Muhammad is a prophet. If the Christians disapprove, that means Muhammad is a false prophet. It's in front of you. Allah himself, he put the condition to Muhammad, saying to him, if the Christian reveal, approve what is revealed to you, you are fine. You don't believe me? And what kind of a prophet you don't believe is God? Why Muhammad he have a doubt? If a Muslim will say to you, well, he says, if, are you saying to me Allah is not sure? So Allah is saying a false argument? Is the if here about knowledge or ignorance? So Allah is not sure if Muhammad is confused or not. So he throw this video, this verse for him, says, you know what, I'm not sure if you are believing me or not, but if you are, go and ask the Christians and the Jews. So the video just started, and right away we saw how stupid this video is. And this is, you see here, they are trying to copy the video of Lili Dawa about God, but we will go there later. Continue.
The Bible that we have today is something which is an authority from that perspective, and that can be seen by different scholarly authorities comparing and contrasting the different Gospels. The Gospel of John, for example, seems to have a higher Christology than other Gospels. There are some indications.
You see here the stupidity of what he just said. High Christology. Every Gospel is written for a purpose and for a group of people. So when John, he speaks to the Greek people are very highly educated, still they are pagans. So he's using their logic to refute their logic. As an example, the Greek, they use the word logos. John, he explained to them who is the Messiah by the logos. But you will find that John and all the other Gospels are in total agreement with each other. And even they are sending letters to each other later, discussing issues they face when they are preaching the Gospel. Why the Muslims, who they are making the interview with this guy, did not ask Mimi Hijab, well, what about the verses in the Quran saying confirming what is with them? They will not ask.
From other gospel writers that Jesus might be divine. But Jesus himself doesn't come across as saying that at all, in fact, in the Gospels. But be that as it
Jesus himself, he did not say that he is divine at all. So when Jesus says, the one who saw me, he saw the Father, he is not claiming to be divine, for I and the Father are one. He did not claim to be divine. Can Muhammad say, the one who saw me, he saw Allah? Do you see, Muslims, how you are a bunch of liars? Can any of you say, the one who saw me, he saw Allah? Can any of you say, I and Allah is one? We have tons of verses in the Bible, Jesus saying it clearly that he is divine and he is God. Isn't it Jesus says before Abraham I am, and Abraham he saw my day and he rejoiced for it, which means he came to Abraham. So Jesus' existence have nothing to do with the day of his birth. But all of us, we knew that a human being, his birth date is the day he came to existence. What a bunch of liars. We have tons of verses in the Bible. The word Yeshua, the name of Jesus, is about him being the Savior, Yahweh save. That is Jesus. Human being cannot save. The Bible says clearly that every human being is a sinner. A sinner cannot save a sinner. Before you save me, go save yourself. It's like saying, I'm going to heal you from your disease, but you have the same disease. When Jesus says to the Father, glorify me, Father, glorify me, who is Jesus? Who is he to ask making such a demand? Why the Father will glorify any man? He glorified them for their sin. He glorified them because they are doomed. So when the Muhammadan, they speak, we laugh at their lies. And always I say to you, never take what a Muslim says to you as an answer regarding the Quran or the Bible. They lie. Islam without lies dies. If we go to John 8, you will see the Messiah saying, and Yeshua spoke again with them and said, I am the living God. Some Muslims, they will say in different translations, saying, I am. Yes, exactly. I am. This is what God says to Moses. Moses says, what I will say to my people, what's your name? He said, I am. That's what Jesus said there. I am the living God. I am the resurrection. I am the truth. The 7 I am, which is all about God. And then the Muslim, they take the description of their God from Jesus. As an example, Muhammad, he come with a new name for Allah. He called him the truth. But it is Jesus who said, I am the truth. I'm not going to waste my time with this kid. He's just a potato son of Muta, making videos teaching people how have a secret wife. You want to talk about who is divine? What kind of divine teach a man to go and lie to his wife because he don't have balls to say he have another woman? Only cowards would lie to their wives. You lie in front of a woman because you are afraid from what she will do to you. Is that right? A brave man, he will not lie to his wife. He will say, I did this. But because all of you are a bunch of potatoes, Allah knows nothing about best. He told you, let us lie together, even to our wives. So if a person, he lie even to his family, how he can be trustworthy about anything? You remind me of Ali Dawa, who he said, what he said?
In 1 minute?
Well, it's very simple. They believe the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. These are all gods, but they are not the same as each other. So the point here is that if you think about it, they are all dependent on each other. Yeah? So if something is dependent on something else, it cannot be a creator.
Is Allah dependent on Jibreel? I want to go with this dependent. Hey Muslims, is Allah depending on Jibreel? Yes or no? If the Messiah says, I and the Father are one, who depend on who? So Allah is reflection like liars. But look, Allah, he said that Muhammad is a light of the world. Do you see it? Can Allah guide people into Allah without Muhammad? Can Muhammad guide people into Allah without Gabriel? Can Gabriel guide people into Allah without the tablet? Can even Allah create anything? There's a guy from Senegal, his name is Ultimate Fort. He said that the angels are the one who created everything. So what Allah created? Can even Allah forgive Muhammad's sin without asking other Allah to help him? Allah himself, he pray, making supplication, asking other Allah to forgive the sin of Muhammad. And look at the translation, falsehood. They say, may Allah forgive your past faults. Faults do not need forgiveness. Where is the word faults in Arabic? Everyone knows that the word dhanb mean sin. Dhanbaka mean your sin. The Muslims, they try to duct tape the stupidity of Muhammad because now they are ashamed that the one who want to save their ass, he himself need to be forgiven, and he is not sure that he will be forgiven. May Allah forgive your sin, Muhammad. Who is talking? Allah. In fact, this verse alone is enough to prove Islam to be a fraud. Why Allah is not sure if he is going to forgive Muhammad or not. How Muhammad is a light, how Muhammad is a guidance, how Muhammad is the most beloved one to Allah, how even Allah, the first one who made the graffiti in his chair, writing the name of Muhammad, and yet Allah saying, may Allah forgive your sin, Muhammad. May Allah. Do we have any Abdul would like to join us from the religion of May Allah? Anyone from the religion May Allah would like to join us? So may Allah give you victory over me. Any Abdul? May Allah forgive your sin, Muhammad, and you are talking about authority. What authority have Muhammad if he himself is sinner and he himself is not sure he's going to be forgiven? In fact, Muhammad, he asked the Muslims. Do you remember when Muhammad Hijab, he said to David Wood, David Wood asked him, you Muslim, you say sallallahu alayhi wasallam, pray on him and salute him, Allah, he pray on Muhammad. He said, suppose now this is a smart answer, he said, hey, this is why the translator says, pray for, not to. Does it really make a difference if Allah pray for, not to? The question is, if Allah, the Muslim, they say, well, Jesus, he is God, but he prayed to the Father. Well, the speech between the Son and the Father is a prayer, for it is a holy speech. Same time, the Messiah always says that my Father is greater than me. So when the Messiah, he speaks to the Father, he prayed to the Father. Allah, he prayed to who? Do we have a Father? So Mimi Hijab, then he says, well, this is why the translator says, pray for, not to. It doesn't make any difference, you idiot. Pray for, pray to is the same. I pray for you, I'm praying to God for you, for your benefit. Allah praying to who? Do we have any Muhammadan? Prove that Jesus is God. Join me, Abdul Rahim, Abdul Rahman. Click at the link in Discord and join me. Let us see if Jesus is God or not. Why you don't do that? Did Allah forgive Muhammad? So when the Muslims, they try to debunk us, we laugh at them because they debunk themselves. Like this guy, continue. So if God, he depends in someone, suddenly we depend. Philosophers, all of them, they have degrees in philosophy, they have high school.
So if something is dependent on something else, it cannot be a creator.
No.
If Jesus walked the earth as a human being, ate, slept, and went to the toilet, we do not believe this is the...
Can you show me where Jesus went to the toilet? Secondly, are you saying to me that when Jesus, he eat and he walk in the earth, that strip him from being God? I will go with you. So now, if God have any similarity with a human being, then he cannot be God. That's what you are saying. Well, everything about your God is the same as a human being. Your God, he forget. Have you ever heard of a God he forget? Huh? Your God get angry. Well, God is all wise. Why you get angry? Where's your wisdom? I'm going with your logic. I'm not using my logic. This is not how we Christian, think. But their logic is, if Jesus have things which a human have or they do, that means he is not God. So now because Jesus eat, he is not God, but Jesus, he make people come from the grave. According to Muhammad, Jesus, he command the son of Adam to come from the dust. We are talking about the first generation after Adam. He commanded him to come from dust. A person who died thousands of years ago, the dust became that man, and he came to him, and Jesus told him, tell them what happened to you. Tell them how you died. A Muslim, he is saying this just to show you the stupidity of the Muhammadan. I could not find one Muhammadan he is not suffering from a low IQ. If a Trinity is everlasting God, then where is the Trinity in this one moment when Jesus said on the cross, my Father, why have you forsaken me? In this moment there is no Trinity God. Abdul, Jesus, he is quoting the prophecies about him in the Old Testament. Why you are forsaking me? However, you idiot, the existence of Jesus in the flesh have nothing to do with the existence of the Trinity. This is why Jesus said, before Abraham I am. So where the Trinity was before Jesus was born of Mary then? The answer, before Abraham I am. So when they crucify Jesus, the flesh is still God is there. Do you understand? Same time, as long you are saying the Trinity will be collapsing if Jesus is dead. Well, here we go. The Trinity is preserved in Islam. For Jesus never died in Islam. Until now, he is alive. Muhammad is a decomposed prophet. The decomposed prophet Muhammad is dead and his body is decomposed. You ask the Muslims why Jesus don't die. They say to you, no, Jesus did not die. Okay, hold on. You Muslim, you say every Muslim will die, every human being will die. Is Adam dead? Yes. Is Moses dead? Yes. Is Muhammad dead? Yes. What about Jesus? What you would say? If Jesus is not God, who is a Muslim can tell me why he's alive? Anyone? I'm going with you. If Jesus is just like us, why all men die save Jesus? Right? So are you answering yourself, Joy Ram? I don't know. Are you what? You know, a second ago you are saying why he said that, and then you are saying he quoting the truth. Isn't it Jesus before the crucifixion? He says to the Father, "Let your will be done," and he knew what would happen. Isn't it Jesus before the crucifixion? In the Last Supper, he said, "This is my body will be broken for you, and this is my blood will be shed for you." Isn't it Jesus? He said even to his disciple, who was going to deny him? So Jesus, he knew every moment, and this is a proof that Jesus, he knew the future. He can see the future. Even the stupid Quran confirm that the Messiah can tell you what you hide in your houses and what you ate. What you ate. Is that correct, Muhammadan? Is it true that Jesus can tell you what you hide in your houses and what you ate and what you have in your closet? Not only Jesus, he made the blind see, and he make the one cannot walk, and he forgives sin, and he control nature, and he create from the mother bird according to the Quran, and he may, endless. Muhammad, when a blind man came to him, Muhammad, he kicked him out. Why? According to the interpretation, it says, because Muhammad was worried, he was meeting with the rich people of Quraysh, he was worried they will see that a poor man is the follower of Muhammad. So Muhammad decided to get rid of him. In the case of the Messiah, when a blind man, he came to Jesus, he did not ask him for bread. He did not even ask him a question about what he is saying. He said to him, "Lord, I want to see." Did you ask yourself why the blind man, he said, "I want to see"? What kind of a request this request is? Hey, Christians, did you ask yourself why? Why the blind man, he said to Jesus, "I want to see"? What kind of request is request? I want to see. The answer is very simple. The blind, he can see better than those 1 billion Abdul. That this is the Messiah, the Son of God. He was able to see, even though he's blind, by his heart, that this is the one who can make me see. The Messiah said to him, what do you want me to do for you? What do you want? For sure, the Messiah, he knew what he wanted. That's why he came to him. He said, Lord, I want to see. No more, no less. So look at the Messiah. The stupid Muhammad, he tried his best to downgrade Jesus. He's nobody. Even Allah, because he's filthy Muhammad, he claimed that Allah will marry him to marry the mother of Jesus. This guy is a scumbag. Not only that, even the wife of the Pharaoh will be in his bed. Everybody will be in the bed of Muhammad. This is how filthy he is. When his wife Khadija, she was in her bed dying, he said to her, don't forget to send my greeting to my wives. Khadija, she was surprised. She said, oh, you marry other women beside me? Before me? He said, no. Allah, he promised me that I'm going to have sex with the wife of the Pharaoh and the sister of Moses, which is Mary, the mother of Jesus. Can you believe it? And for sure, the idiot, he think that Mary is the sister of Moses. To find me in Skype is very easy, my friend. Here we go. I will post that thing again, and here we go. By the way, don't forget, please, to subscribe to my Rumble account. You see it in the message. We'll try our best next time to go live there. This time we could not because my software is not capable of going live on both. And maybe I will go just live in Rumble, you know. So just subscribe so you can be updated and you can join us there. Who is a Muhammadan he dared to call me? Your God is a disabled God. He could not hear Muhammad. He could not hear you. We have the Messiah. He is God's Son. He is divine. He is God in earth. He is God in heaven. He has the ability to make the blind see, to raise people from death, to walk in the water, to control the nature. He is alive until now, even in your stupid book. He can tell you what you ate. He can tell you what you hide, which means you can hide nothing from Jesus. I can hide everything from Allah. Why? Because Allah first does not exist. How we know? Well, if Allah exists, he will not say stupid things. Right? The Quran is full of stupid things.